Yo, welcome back to another episode of Ninth Floor Reaction. I'm Yo E. Today we're gonna see why men are checking out of dating. I mean, I feel like if you're a dude out there and you feel like ain't it, because I ain't gonna lie, it ain't it anymore. I mean, I feel like nowadays, like there's so many different things that us dudes have to go through, so many different hoops. I mean, to be fair, it is what it is, but at the same time, like it could be easier and it has been easier. And today we're gonna dive a little deeper in to see like what's going on, and maybe we're gonna disagree or agree with this shorty.
When you see marriages in which women actually make more money than their husbands, there's a higher chance of divorce. There are all these other awful things that are associated with it that I discuss in the book. Yeah.
My nigga, real pimp, real pimp. Just look at him, Californication himself, bro.
Like there's more
But that
likely
must
to
be
be
more and more common.
cheating on the male part. Yeah, no, it's becoming more common. One in seven marriages are actually women are primary breadwinners now.
And also they're kicking ass in college in a way men aren't.
Yeah.
Men have checked out.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about, what's the word, I don't know, for like marrying up?
Hypergamy.
Exactly, I was testing you. Hypergamy, which is the square root of the hypotenuse, by the way, for kids who are watching this.
Bro, game 101. Just make her laugh, bro. She could look at her, bro. Like, game does not matter age. Game stays for you for life, bro. It's one of the things where like you just need game. You just need game, bro. Like game can go a long way.
Doing their geometry homework. No, hypergamy is involved here because the more men check out as far as academia,
Yeah.
they
Even high
graduate
school.
much fewer men now.
Yeah.
I mean, men are the ones who need affirmative action now in college.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, women can't find guys to marry up to.
Exactly.
There's a stat that we keep called the unemployed, but the definition of unemployed is you don't have a job, but you're looking for one. There's another stat which has, I don't remember the number, but it's an astoundingly high number, like 7 million.
Yeah.
That's not unemployed. It's not working and not looking.
Real niggas. I don't know how many times that people be like, I mean, the system is set up in a way where like it could incentivize you to get money. If like some people, like my pride ain't letting that happen, but some people got no pride. Some people will be like, damn, well, if there's an easier way for me to make bread without me actually making bread, why not? Like, do you blame them at the same time? But it is messed up that we, as a tax-paying person, it's like, damn, bro, we all feeding for everybody? Like, bro, come on.
Not working and not looking. And it's something like 7 million men in
And
this
there are
country who
11
are
million unfilled
very
jobs.
content to stay home with the Xbox.
Yep. Yeah.
That's not attractive to a woman.
No.
Women do like achievement. You know, they like, you know,
And it's not just the money. It's also just feeling like this person has ambition. They're moving towards something. They have joy in their life. I imagine if
Women are like, in my opinion, is just like, a man should bring excitement to the table. Not excitement as in like every day we need to go do something, but like excitement as an adventure. You know why so many like anime characters be having like harems? Because the main character is like doing something. He's trying to go from this place to the next. And it's one thing that men generally are not really like, we're taught that, but like we're indirectly taught that. It's one of those things where it's just like go out and find your own path, but at the same time it's just like women are naturally attracted to a go-getter, like somebody who can make a plan and execute a plan at the end of the day. It's not really, she is right, it's not really about the dollar amount, but there is a conversation to be said that the dollar amount is important, but at the same time, like women will be able to, if you make less than her, but at the same time, like you are working to achieve more for the betterment of you guys together, she can look over that for the meantime. But if there's no ambition, doesn't matter how much you make, she's not gonna really like feel like it's something worth investing her time into.
If you are sitting in front of a screen all day playing video games, online betting, you have no goals, you don't get, dressed I don't imagine some like to be very happy. And so if you're dating, I mean, something like that's probably not even dating, but if they were, you don't really have as much to talk
But
about.
so many women are going out with guys like that. Is that because there's just nobody else?
I think so. I think in maybe some cases those women may feel like they can help this person or want.
What I realized in my day in life, it's one or two things. Like in the beginning of my day in life, like I struggled with the idea that women would choose other dudes because they were more of a project. It's the idea that it was kind of hard for me to really understand that some dudes don't really get their shit going on, but that's what that's what lures them into the relationship. While like I always felt like, damn, I don't need fixing. I'm already pre-built. But at the same time, like girls will honestly be like, no, like I need something that I can kind of dedicate my time or kind of, because at the end of the day, right, you got two dudes. One dude's a pre-built, the other dude is a work in progress. If a dude is pre-built, it's kind of like a mirror. It reflects back onto the woman. Because if I got my shit together, we're looking at you now. And some girls sometimes can't really take that. So they want to do with the dudes who ain't got shit going on, who don't got a job, who don't go do X, Y, and Z, because it feels like they are on a natural higher status. And if they can build a man and high in like the perfect world, it's like if that man from this and she builds him up to this, it's like, damn, it's like, damn, I made something out of you, and it's more likely that you will stay when you make it at the top because I was there from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a double entendre. It's a two play. Like they're trying to build you in the beginning, but in the future, she's like, I was there for, and you can't take that away from her. So yeah, a lot of I don't know. Let's see.
Too, but in time, I really think that just leads to resentment over time. Or it's because like the messaging from society is, you know, women are doing so great. That's okay. You can be the primary breadwinner. You can take care of this man. He doesn't need to take care of you. That's sexist if you want a man to take care of you. I see a lot of that in young women. I feel really badly for them because I don't see that ending well. Because especially if you as a woman continue succeeding in life, which you likely will, because like you said, women are doing so well occupationally and in education, and they're out graduating men. And if you're with a guy like this who, if he's struggling with his mental health, say he has low testosterone, say he's got, say he's watching porn every day, multiple times a day, so he has no motivation to do anything sexual or otherwise, I mean, that's not going to be a very good future for either of you.
I have seen in more than one movie, I can't think of what they are now, not big movies, but movies, where there was this plot point where there's a couple and the husband, I think they're married. He's not really working because he wants to make his dream of being in the band work. He's got a band, and he's mad at the wife who's like hawking him to like get off your ass and get a job, do something that you don't believe in me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the band's gonna work, man. We're good. And you know, if they put it in movies, I always feel like it must be true. That's how I know everything about children. I don't have children. I work very hard to never be around a child, but I see what it looks like from every single movie and television show, and it always looks the same, like a nightmare, like a total nightmare, where the kid.
Oh, this is just straight fucking. He's just straight fucking, bro. This ain't no way, bro. Real PIMP, bro.
Don't respect the parents. They're yelling at them. They're cursing at them. They're doing things where my mother would just fucking kill me. You know?
Yeah.
So it must be true. And I feel like this must be true because they keep putting this into movies.
Well, at least that guy in the movie has a band, right? At least he's working towards something. He's not just sitting around like
Well,
doom scrolling all day long.
I feel like a band may be even worse because it gives you hope.
The false, yeah.
It gives you
False hope.
And, you know, your band is not, you know, I mean, could it? Yes, anything could happen.
But you know, the other thing I would say is because there are fewer viable bachelors for women, there comes a point where a woman, if she does want to have kids, she has to choose. Either I have to pick from the available pool, which may mean I'm going to be with a guy.
And that's just a bad reaction because what she's end up going to do is like, if I gotta have children, I'm just going to pick from the lot, the best from the lot. And the lot is not the best. It's just going to lead to women having single mothers. It's going to lead to more single mother households. So it's kind of if you do 'em if you do, if you don't if you don't, because women are obviously running on a biological time. So it's just like at the end of the day, like I always say, women will always land on their feet. But at the same time, it's just like, damn, like I would hate to be placed in a box where like I have to choose these because I got no other options. But like I don't know, some women I will feel like surrogacy and like sperm banks are probably gonna go through the roof. Like it's gonna be a trend where like she's has enough income to support, a kid by herself. She's just gonna go get a baby. It's gonna be a thing. It's like people gonna be Uber eating. It's gonna be Uber eating a kid, bro. It's gonna be door dashing a kid, bro. It's gonna be something like that. I can totally see that, but where men are just like they're just donors at the end of the day.
Whom it's not really ideal, but I can have a child with him, or she can go on her own. And I talk about reproductive technology in the book and how it gives this false premise of, like, I think if people want to do IVF, they want to freeze their eggs, that's perfectly fine, that's their choice. But I think it's important for people to be aware of what do these technologies actually involve, the fact that they do not have a 100% success rate. And I think also young women are taught to ignore biology or that they can somehow override their biology, which is not true. And so this is what you have happening where women will get into, their late 30s or into their even early 40s and be surprised when their fertility is not the same because they weren't aware of this. And now they're trying to find a partner. So this is where you see also in the culture where I think women get shamed for that, but I don't think it's necessarily their fault. It's like society's telling them you have all the time in the world, starting.
The reason why society tell you got all the time in the world, we got some scummy ass dudes out there who's gonna be like, you know what, just keep fucking me, just be in my roster. When you want to settle down, like you got all the time in the world. It's honestly, I feel like the dudes who have a harem, like, are the ones who are telling these girls they got all the time in the world because it's like once she's ready to have a kid, like she's not gonna be in rotation no more. So like that's who's telling her she got all the time in the world.
At teenage years, when you're on the birth control pill, when you're put on the pill, say for other reasons than being sexually active, there's this illusion that women have as much time as they want. And then they get to this point where if they haven't found someone, now that single motherhood by choice is becoming more popular, where women can, like I did as an experiment, you can go on the internet and buy, I didn't use it, but you can buy sperm on the internet and impregnate yourself and have a baby on your own. And so this is what I see happening.
Bro, some dudes are just giving that shit up for free, bro. Nah, G, you gotta pay like maybe 100, maybe 200K. 200K. That's my price. 200K. 200K, bro. Maybe up it to 500. No way I'm giving that shit out for free. The fuck? You gonna get a D1 athlete out of me, bro? Hell no. Hell fucking no.
That both sexes are going to continue bifurcating, and instead of saying, hey, let's try to make things work and find solutions that are actually solving this problem of people not pairing up, we're seeing women going this direction of saying, we don't need men. In fact, having a boyfriend is embarrassing or whatever. And I'm going to have a baby on my own with technology.
Embarrassing.
And men are saying, I'm going to get me.
See, the crazy thing is like there's the haves and have-nots, like from the dude's perspective. Like the dudes, the ones that get play, they're looking at this like, bro, like, damn, y'all, it's not that hard. Bill is just like, bro, it's not that hard, bro. Like, look at him, shirt unbuttoned, belt buckle out, like, bro, it's just looking like, bro, it's not that hard. At the same time, it's just like, because you haven't been on the other side of the wall, it's like, damn, how can I see what's on the other side? And sometimes it's like when you're talking to a dude who doesn't got no confidence, doesn't got no play, and like it's really hard to convince him like, yo, like your world as you see it right now, that's not how it is. That is not how it is. And it's just like, it is frustrating as a dude who can understand game. Like, it's like, damn, like I kind of feel bad low key, like for some of these women. Cause I'm like, if I, as a dude, the privilege of being a dude is like, we can choose to be in relationships. I don't have to say, like, I don't have to date someone. But as a girl, like, you got to wait until someone like approaches you or like ask you out or like make you feel like you want to date them. So it's a crazy world to live in.
A sex robot and be done with dating.
Having a boyfriend is not embarrassing. It is gay. It's very
it's
gay.
It's terminally online, as you said.
You saw that?
I loved it, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very gay to have a boyfriend these days. I think so. I mean that in a positive way, but Can I say something that I think would be encouraging? Because we're talking about a lot of things that are, frankly, discouraging, but we're honest. Honesty is always better than non-honesty. But for all the women in their 30s who are like, and I've just seen so many freakouts, like, oh my God, I'm 30. Oh gosh, call 911. Really? I'm 70.
Women
Shut
are really
the
hard
fuck
on
up.
themselves.
They're very hard, and they're freaked out about this thing and what it is, as you said, the pool of people who are going to be attracted to you. When you delve down into it, because I think we often have thoughts and we delve down. Why are we having these thoughts? Why are you freaking out about 30? Okay, let's look at it. What it really is you are worried that this pool of prospective applicants to be your Easter egg soulmate that you find, this perfect person that you're going to hook up, match up with, and live happily ever after with, this pool is diminishing because you're getting older. Now, I guess at some point that does happen, but I'm just here to tell you, from a man talking to other men, okay, and as one with no dog in this fight, because never had kids, never been married, okay, I know how men think about this, and I know who they marry. So if you're 30, don't worry about it. That's when it begins to be attractive for most successful men to even consider you. Because when they get married, they're not necessarily looking for the hottest chick they ever had.
It's a life experience.
They're looking for someone who's not going to be an asshole every day, not just, just to be a...
Gramps was talking game. Bro, this dude he's a straight shooter. I can tell, but it's the way that he moves. It's just like, he's like on Mount Everest looking down like, bro, like, here's a path to come here's the path to come up. Take it or leave it, bro. So let's listen to what he else have to say.
Fucking nudge about every stupid thing. Somebody you can have a conversation with. Someone who, if you're stuck in the airport for 4 hours, is not going to be, when is the plane going to leave? I don't know, bitch. I'm not the pilot either. Read a fucking book, okay? And that doesn't even begin in the 20s, okay? So calm down. You're just at the beginning of when the people who you might want to marry, the successful, look up to people. Now, the problem with that, you were talking about, your sperm or not your sperm and not my sperm, just sperm in general. Let's get that clear. But I've seen this happen a lot. The women who are ready to marry in their 30s, when their fertility isn't the greatest, are marrying guys like in their 50s. Because that's not like too old,
Right.
but it's successful.
Yeah.
And it's like not an age gap that makes people go, how dare you?
At the end of the day, like, I feel like the dating pool as you get older is shrinking, but at the same time, it's not for the reasons that you think it's shrinking for. I feel like there's a lot of men out there who, honestly, like, if you're 30, like, if you see another man that's also, like, if a female's 30 and she sees a dude is also 30, like, he's not really looking to date you. He's looking to date, like, the younger chick. So, like, don't get that twisted. So like I see where they're coming from. Is just like, damn, it's kind of like inverse, because women generally, like, if you're in your 20s, early 20s, and you want to date girls your age, it's harder because girls your age are dating up. And once it kind of flips around like 30, 35, because like if you're a single 35-year-old dude, like, hooking up with a chick that's 25, that's nothing wrong with that. Dating a chick that's 27, nothing wrong with that. It's just like, if it was the female that was 35 and the dude was 27, it'll be like, yo, was society be like, yo, what's going on? All in all, leave a comment behind, like, leave a comment below on like what is like the oldest person like you've ever like been with, interacted with, or like dated. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, content for learning game the right way. Peace out.